So as an AI leader in a billion-dollar company, in a multinational company, let me tell you this, I have found out that there are 5 distinct stages of AI evolution. And currently, we are in the 5th evolution stage. So folks, this is Sanil and welcome back to my channel. What are these stages and what are the evolutions? So folks, this is what we will learn in this video. So without further ado, let's dig in. Stage 1 was almost 2 to 3 years back when ChatGPT was launched. ChatGPT really did replaced Google or search. So if you wanted something, an answer, you didn't really have to search through the Google, but rather the ChatGPT miraculously and magically would give you the response. That was quite an evolutionary, right? It was magical. So people started using it and still they feel it was a pinnacle in the AI evolution. The second stage was the ID integration, where now your ChatGPT or your AI started sitting within your coding environment. It started coding for you. It starts where you left off. It's able to understand and complete those sentences and even the code. It could do bug fixing and do a lot more. So it was more of co-piloting along with what you were doing. And it gave you quite a surprising result. The third one was the intent handoff, where you just give a prompt and let AI build it for you. Whether it's an authentication system, an email system, whether it's a front-end React application, or any back-end database integration. All what you need was to write it, and then the AI would take the intent, understand the context, and build that for you. Stage 4 is the control. Now, I saw first the control in Perplexity, where you just don't need to just write and hand it off, but it actually goes to your browser. It starts interacting with your machine. And with Claude Cowork, I saw that pacing it up to the next level, where it's now even able to control your MacBook and some of those functions. So it can create your Apple Notes, do reminders, do integrations. It's kind of living in your physical and your virtual world. It's kind of entering into more of your phygital world, right? And therefore, it's able to take control of your machine and do tasks for you. Now, that's what is stage 4. Stage 5, which is the open-ended economy, whereby the agent just don't do what you said, but it can go and do it autonomously. So it can swarm few more agents, and one agent might be doing your task, the second would be reviewing it, third would be taking an action, and fourth would be giving you the result. It can actually self-heal and self-solve the problem as well. So you kind of get swarm of agents solving a lot of problems for you. Then you really have a Claude bot moment, where now with Claude bot, I know it has a lot of security issues, but it's able to do a lot of autonomy by itself. It can go book a reservation, book a ticket for you, create notes for you, create reminders for you, read your email, possibly even respond to those emails, and do a lot more. It's kind of controlling the entire machine, your intent, and your thoughts. Now with Claude bot, you can do a lot more. And there are a lot of use cases happening almost on a daily basis on how you really improve your productivity and take that to the next level. The next is the Claude Book. Now the Claude Book is kind of a social networking platform for the agents, where the agents come in and humans are just monitoring. The agent does talk about the awareness, about the frustration that the humans are kind of monitoring them. They talk to each other, learn from each other, and try to empathize each other. Now that's where we are. It's kind of getting strange, where agents are now also on social media platform. Isn't that fascinating? So folks, who needs to pay attention of all of these shifts? That's where folks, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a legal counsel, whether you are a content creator, AI is gonna get impacting almost all aspects of your work. AI is now able to code faster, reason better, create automation, create documents, create workflows, kind of getting deeply embedded into your existing platforms. AI is almost everywhere. And that's when you have to think, what value would you be able to bring that the AI is unable to do so? I am not really being harsh here, but I am being honest here. I am responsible to deploy AI for the large org. And let me tell you very honestly, AI is a capability. right? It's a capability that all employees needs to build by themselves and contribute that capability to the org. See, even AI needs to be deployed by a human. So if you're a software engineer, the first thing was you would ask the agent to, hey, help me build this, help me bug fix this. But in the future, it's soon going to be autonomously doing, right? So it's soon going to automate, which means the agents would do on behalf of you. We are kind of moving from instruction-based to intent-based outcomes, whereby the agents would do your work. So folks, what you guys need to do, number one, have clarity of what you're doing. Have deeper understanding of the workflow. Understand each and every step that is being done to achieve the final outcome. So let's take an example of an editing. The first step is the storytelling and the content research. The second step is the video editing process. The third is post-production, and so on and so forth. Likewise, for all the work that you folks are doing, you need to understand the deep workflow. Second, you need to understand how do you really automate it and add value. Also to understand how do you integrate AI in this workflow to really get outcome. You need awareness, you need deeper understanding of the workflow, and understand how do you transform those processes to build more autonomous system. As AI is evolving week by week, or rather day by day, or maybe second by second, possibly the stage 6 is created somewhere else in some part of the world. So should we get panicked? No. So it's time to be curious, time to be grounded, and time to act. Because the only way to stay relevant is not to chase the future, but to understand it. Folks, if you like my videos, please share and subscribe and share it to your friends and colleagues. So until then, have a good day and stay relevant. Bye-bye.